Okay. So we've got the little mealworms, and they're wiggling around, and now we're going to feed them to our chickens. And we've got lots of chickens. So we've got a few chickens, I think, yeah, 11 chickens and 3 turkeys. So this is one of our boy turkeys. And actually they're both boys, both of those ones. The brown one is actually the white one's baby, or son. Because our turkey's bred, and that's mum. That's mum. But they're really nice. They're really beautiful. Yeah. So every day our chickens and ducks and turkeys, they get fed just a cracked grain mix, and then we also give them fruit and veggie leftovers, and anything that they can't eat goes into the compost heap. But they love the watermelon. We have someone who sells watermelon locally, so we've been buying a lot of watermelon. I mean, we can grow it ourselves, but we don't have any at the moment, so it's, and they love it. They love it. It's so juicy. Really nice. They actually get quite a bit of it. So then we've got the mealworms. I think we can probably just throw them. No, throw them and then they'll come. Yeah, just get a handful. Yeah, they like the mealworms. I've fed them dry ones, but they haven't had the live ones before. We'll give them more. A bit gross, really. Yay, mealworms. Yum. So we might go over here because we've got some more. These are 2 of the chicks. Well, actually, they're almost fully grown. So we hatched these ones. Let's see if they like it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yum. Well, for them anyway. And actually, before I brought them out, we had another about 5 pupas, so they grow into pupa very quickly. I mean, they were at that stage anyway. We actually have all our fruit trees in here too. Yeah, this one's really friendly. She's really nice. She lets you pat her. Australops usually are. So we have a peach cot. I think this one's a peach cot. And we've got pear and oh, we have lots of fruit trees. And this is their chicken house. So this was made with mostly recycled timber and all sorts of different things. So the perches that we have in here are actually just some flexible piping that we used for our veggie garden up the back. We've got the netting there, and we use that to hold the netting in place. And we just had some leftovers, so we used that in the chicken house as well. And we used to have a miniature horse, and who we don't have anymore. And anyway, when we gave him away, we used a lot of the things that we had from the fencing that we used with him and also his housing. So we just took all of the timber that we had there and used it for the chicken house, so it's really good. We didn't actually have to buy very much at all. We just bought the cladding, which was from a recycled timber yard, and I think that's it. I think that's all we use, because even the wire is from, like, you know, different fencing that we've put around the place, and we've got some, I think that's an old pallet, so we use that as well. So the chickens sleep in here at night, and these are the nesting boxes. So we've got 2 nesting boxes for them, and we've got lots of eggs. And the turkeys sleep up the top here, and for a long time I didn't have the sugarcane mulch there, and it was really dirty. So I put the sugarcane mulch down, and it's much nicer, because when I clean up in here, it's a lot easier to you know, clean up all their poo and that sort of thing. So it's a lot better. And then they perch, well, the chickens perch on the perches in here. They're very happy. They're very happy. And we've got a light here as well, because we had a lot of trouble with foxes, and we had quite a few chickens taken, and we used to have them locked up in houses, but sometimes when the you know, doors weren't locked, the foxes came, and we had a big problem with them. But we got this solar light here, and it's a sensor light, and whenever anything walks in front of the doorway here, the light comes on. And ever since we put that in, we haven't actually had any foxes at all, which is just fantastic. It's so good, really, really good. Yeah, so it's been great. Like, we love having the chickens, and we get all the fresh eggs from them, and it's really nice. And they've got the fruit trees in here as well, and we put chicken wire down just to stop the chickens from scratching away at all the dirt around the roots, because we had a bit of trouble for a little while when they were doing that. But now that it's all covered, the trees are doing really well, and it provides them with shade, and will provide us with fruit. So we've got quite a lot of pears here at the moment. The tree is still relatively young, and we probably should have taken some of those pears off, but we couldn't help ourselves, and we let them grow. So that will be really nice to have those soon. They're not quite ripe yet. Yeah, so it's really nice, and they actually all get along really well. Like, I've heard that you're not meant to have turkeys together with ducks and chickens. You know, some people say that they can get diseases that the chickens and ducks have, but we haven't had any trouble. Like, these are the white one and the they're our original ones, and they never got sick, and they've been very healthy. So it's yeah, we haven't had any trouble with them at all, and they all get along well. Like, they don't fight, and I mean, some people have, you know, quite a smaller chicken enclosure, and they have it covered with mesh. But we felt that we wanted our chickens to have a larger area to roam around in, and so we try to avoid you know, really penning them in like that, you know, because it would have been too difficult to actually have a really large area and then cover it with netting to keep the foxes out. But this the little sensor light that we have here has worked a treat. It's been fantastic. We haven't had any trouble at all since we put that in. And yeah, just with their water, we put apple cider vinegar and garlic in their water to keep them healthy. And we don't use any conventional worming treatments or anything on them. And some of these chickens we've had for 4 years, so they're doing quite well, and they're still laying eggs as well, so they've been very healthy. And I love my muscovies. They're beautiful. They're really, really sweet-natured ducks. If you've never had muscovies before, I would recommend getting them, because they're really beautiful. They're just really sweet, especially the girls. Yeah, so it's a hot day today, but you know, they've got quite a big area to stay cool in, and they've got, you know, a little bit of shade under the trees, and the ducks have a little